Hey kisses, welcome back. Today we're going to be making some, let me think, what am I in the mood for? Let's do some Spanish beans, white rice, sweet plantain. Now there's a ton of ways that you can make sweet plantain, and I'm going to show you one of the easiest ways to make sweet plantain where the taste is amazing and it starts to get caramelized. So here I have some incense. Get ready to cook. I'm gonna show you all of the ingredients that you're going to be needing. I'm actually gonna display them for you so you don't have to wonder what ingredients it is that I am going to be using to make the beans. The one ingredient that I am missing is cilantro. I love cilantro. It's this long green leaf, but they didn't have any. You guys ready? Let's make a Puerto Rican style meal. You may be wondering, why am I starting this video with cleaning? To be honest, simple. A clean place makes me happy. And I want to be authentic with you guys to show you guys step by step how to get to a place of peace. Teach you guys how to get to a place of peace. People ask me all the time, how do you do it? How did you do it? I remember when, and they all have stories, you know, from way back in the day. I remember when. So how did I get here today? Organizing everything about my life, starting with my space. So if you're going to cook and you want to have a pleasant experience, clean up. Get everything nice and tidy. If there's clutter, you probably have too many things. And that's okay, because we can donate those things. We can. Get your seasonings in order. It's very important that you have all your seasonings ready to go. 98% of everything in my kitchen is from Amazon. My pots are from Amazon. Here I have some cinnamon sticks that I'm letting soak for some cinnamon tea that I'm going to be enjoying later. And we're going to get all of our seasonings together so we can go ahead and start off with these Spanish beans, sweet plantain, white rice, and if I'm lucky, avocado, because I'm hoping that it's ripe and ready to go. Well, I know it's ripe, I just hope it's not overly ripe. Yes, this is gonna be an amazing meal. Are you guys ready? Let's cook. I really love this rice cooker. It's super tiny, very, very light. It has a lid, two very simple clamps that just fall right into the slots, a little spoon. This is where you're gonna put your rice, and it also comes with a measuring cup. I like to keep my measuring cup with the rice so that I know that it's exactly for the rice cooker and I don't lose it. And a very good way to do it is, you can, if you're comfortable, you can just pour it straight into this and then kind of shake it off if you've already experienced with doing that. I like to put it over the little bowl, and then I like to fill it up all the way to the top. I'm just gonna make 1 cup of rice, and I shake it gently, and what other little rice of grains fall, they just fall right in there. You don't make a mess. So now your kitchen stays clean. And I love that. I don't wanna lose it, so what am I gonna do? Put it right back in there. Like, this container is airtight. I really love these. They're good for pasta, rice, cereal, anything you want to put in here that you want to keep nice and sealed. I really like these. They're very, very convenient. I've had these for a very long time, and they're very durable. So I recommend these. Check out the Amazon store. It is in the description box. Let's go ahead and get this rice cooker going, and I'm going to show you how simple this is. I like to add a little bit of coconut oil because I feel like it makes the rice silky. Now this is Japanese rice, but it'll work with any rice that you want. You don't need a lot, just a little bit. A little bit of salt. When you put the coconut oil in here, it is going to look like it's firm, but it will melt. So you don't have to worry about that. I love this rice cooker. It's the perfect amount for me. And don't forget to hit the down button because you will not believe how many times I use my rice cooker, which I've used a ton of times, by the way. And I press down, I forget to press down because I feel like once I lock it, it's ready to go. Have to hit the button. So I'm glad that I remembered because there's nothing worse than having your beans ready to go and there's no rice. So don't do what I do. I have my spoon holder, which I usually use for vegetables like celery, onions, peppers. I use it as small dishes, or if I have a dipping sauce, I don't overflow it. I just put it at the bottom and I can just really quickly dip my wing or something in there. It's not gonna hold too much liquid because it is curved. One of the things that you wanna remember is try to cook whatever takes the longest first. So if you're gonna be making chicken, you should prep the chicken first, then the vegetables, then the rice, then the vegetables. Or if the rice is gonna take the longest, put that first and then work on the other things. But if you're gonna do any kind of poultry, you wanna do that first. That way while your chicken is in the oven or while it's steaming or you're doing a rotisserie style, you can start working on your other veggies. When that chicken is done, then the rest of your meal's done. So I took a yellow plantain, okay? Now, yellow plantain is the same thing as green plantain. If you take a green plantain and you let it sit long enough, it will turn yellow. And I like it when it starts to get a little brown around because that's when it really starts to get sweet. You want to cut the edges off, like how I did, and it should look like that. Once you cut the edges off, you're gonna make a slice down the back of it, all the way down. You don't have to go all the way in, but make sure that you're cutting through the skin and touching the vegetable inside. Make sure that there's a slit and it should look like that. So you make the slit first. After you make the slit, then you cut it into these bite-sized pieces. So one plantain you can share with 2 people, but one adult can eat one plantain and be satisfied, right? So I like to cut it into about 1 inch. If you have a baking sheet, use that. I'm gonna put these in here. I really think I wanna make 2. Should I? Okay, I'm not gonna make 2. Take a little bit of olive oil. Just a tiny bit, you don't need a lot. And should I? Nah, you know what? We're gonna make it super simple. I'll do the advanced recipes later. So what you want to do is you want to take the plantain and make sure that it has oil all over it. That looks beautiful. Now we can put these to bake at 375 degrees for 30 minutes. Get yourself whatever beans you want, whatever. I'm going to be using pink beans. It could be green beans. black beans, red beans, garbanzo beans, black eyed peas. Try this recipe. I add water to the very bottom and get all of that in there. This is going to bring your beans color. This is sazon. You can find it in the international aisle at the supermarket, or the link is in the bio for my Amazon store. I put everything in there for you guys, so you can, if you don't have it, you can go ahead and get it. Then we're gonna add a bay leaf. It could be one or two. They smell so good. I love aromatics. Then I'm gonna add a half of a teaspoon of turmeric. You know what? Grab half of that half. Don't fill it up all the way. Because as I'm looking at it, I'm like, would I really put that much in there? So grab half of a teaspoon, so just a little scoop, okay? And put that in there. Half a teaspoon of onion powder. Half a teaspoon of garlic powder. 1 teaspoon of Dash original seasoning blend. Half cumin powder. Half teaspoon of parsley. A dash of adobo. Half teaspoon of Montreal steak seasoning. 1 squirt of ketchup. Minced garlic, half teaspoon. Half tablespoon of recaito. Half tablespoon of sofrito. A few olives. And a little bit of the olive juice. 1 cup of coconut milk. Here are all the ingredients that I put in the beans. Typically, they wouldn't add coconut milk. That's something that I like to add because I like the flavor of it. Another thing that's not here is the sazon packet. And everything that you see here, most of these items are available in the description box. There is a link so you can find that. And then, of course, the goya, the sofrito, and the recaito. So this is sofrito, recaito. If you can get this fresh, it's a long leaf, it is even better. And then any kind of olives is really fine if you like olives. If there's anything in here that you don't like, simply just don't add it or replace it with something that you prefer. Now my beans are simmering, and while they simmer, I'm gonna go ahead and add the vegetables that I want. It's gonna be amazing. Here I have my frozen veggies. Sweet potatoes, pre-cut. Golden potatoes. Mushrooms. Peppers. I like the different colors. The orange, the yellow, the red. Then I have yellow onion and scallions. So go ahead and grab your ingredients, and I'm gonna start to add them as you grab them. If there's anything you don't like, don't worry about it, just don't add it. So I have a tablespoon here to help you guys with a little bit of the measurement guide. This is super easy. I go straight through them and then I go backwards and I seal them. Scallions, yes to that. Peppers, if you don't have these peppers, you can use green pepper. I pre-cut everything, measure everything. These mushrooms are cut into 4s, and that's because I want to give it like a meaty texture. So I love mushrooms in that. And then Golden potatoes, why not? These are pre-chopped. Watch the prep video, it'll make sense. You see how easy, I'm just flying through this cooking. That's why, because I prepped. I'm so excited, I'm so proud of myself. So I have pre-cut all of the potatoes. They're frozen, I just put a few pieces in there. It's also gonna thicken your beans. Just a few more because I like potatoes. And now I just seal everything and lay it right back into the freezer. I love just being able to cook so quickly. Makes life so much easier. I love having a library of vegetables. That's what I call it, my library of vegetables. Sweet potatoes. I need a few of those in there. Yes. So I don't recommend that you put sweet potatoes in the chopper. Hand chop those because I tried and it's very difficult. And here's my library of vegetables. I'm so excited. It's gonna be amazing. Fresh cilantro is everything, okay? Wow. I love cilantro. Go ahead and give it a stir. And the last thing that I'm going to add is a bit of coconut oil because it gives it a little bit of that Caribbean flavor. It enhances that coconut flavor just a little bit. You don't need a lot, actually. A little bit goes a long way. This is lovely. Wow. Two little dashes of salt. 1, 2. Beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. It's stunning. It really is. I love to cook. Oh my God. Oh yeah. Now I'm gonna bring that to a boil. Let that sauce thicken and reduce down. Shrimp cooks really, really fast. So I'm going to be using the seasonings, orange pepper and chile and lime. Check those out. This is what I'm going to be seasoning my amazing shrimp with. When I'm in the kitchen, that's when I'm at, I think, one of my happiest moments. I don't know why. What is it about food? I don't get it. These shrimp are really, they're so nice. Yes. I thawed them out already, washed them, did all of that. Just gonna get through these. And I'm gonna cook them very simple. I wanna teach you guys how to bring cooking back to the basics. I feel like a lot of the time, there's so many different new ways of cooking. If we just focus on the actual food itself and just enhance the flavor by just a little bit, we can go a long way. So something as simple as one of these seasonings, or even lime pepper. Lemon pepper is huge. Everyone knows about lemon pepper wings, lemon pepper shrimp, lemon pepper lobster, right? But not a lot of people have tuned into orange pepper. It's a little sweeter. Or lime pepper. It's amazing. And you don't need a lot of it. You just need a tiny bit. This is where the heart is, the kitchen. I feel like people can connect with food, you know? You could tell when someone loves what they're doing when they're cooking because you can taste it. You can taste it. If you want to make any kind of broth, like shrimp broth, boil this down with like onions, garlic, scallions, and then save the broth, and then you have shrimp broth that's really good for soups. So here I have my shrimp, and it is ready. It's already been washed and everything. But I'm going to rinse my fingers because I am ready for this. I am so ready for this. Let's do it. Let's do it. Just a little bit of olive oil. You can add garlic, minced garlic, and all that good stuff. Absolutely. But I'm going to keep it really simple. Just give it a quick whirl. That's going to spread that olive oil all over that shrimp. Turn on your stove because you want to make sure that it's nice and hot. Put it like medium heat so it starts to get warm. Just a little bit of that, sprinkle a little bit of that love on top. Give it that sweet, gentle kick. Because you guys know I'm not like big on spice, but this is, it's not super spicy, it's more like a hint of it because it has the lime, so it pulls it back. And then take all the air out of that and give this a shake. My bowls, yes, Amazon. Don't even ask. Yes, everything's from Amazon. My pots, my pans, my teacup over there. I'm obsessed with this teacup, by the way. That is cinnamon sticks in there, hot water, let it sit for 10-15 minutes, you have tea. Okay. Yes. Look at that. If you want to actually squeeze some orange juice in here, you could do that too. But like I said, we're going to make it simple. This is going to cook really fast. It's like a grilled, quick shrimp. Give it about 60 seconds, a minute or two, depending on the size of the shrimp, of course. And then give it a flip. The heat is at about medium. It's beautiful. Thank you, universe, for such amazing food. I am truly grateful. Yes, to this. Every time I cook, my mouth starts to water. It's like, I feel like one of those salivating animals. Yes, to that. Absolutely. Once you flip it, you can put the heat on a little bit on high medium and then really watch it. As soon as it all turns pink, it is ready to go, and you guys can go ahead and enjoy your meal. So we have white rice, beans, shrimp, and sweet plantain, which I am going to get from the oven. So you can take a closer look and tell me if you're gonna try any of these techniques at home and what did you actually think, because I cannot wait to dig into this. They're absolutely stunning. I mean, beautiful, golden, brown, moist, and it all cooked right inside of that skin, holding the moisture. So you do not have to deep fry your sweet plantain. My love, minimal Minimal olive oil, you saw it, or coconut oil. Coconut oil is actually like a really good idea. That is amazing. My shrimp is beautiful. My beans. Are you guys ready to eat? You guys stay tuned and join me for my eating show video where I pick one of your topics and talk to you and see how you're doing, where I check in. Thank you so much for joining me in this video. I am going to go ahead and just dive in. I cannot wait to eat. Let me go ahead and taste these beans one more time. Stay tuned for the eating show. Stay tuned. I'll definitely see you guys in my next cooking video. These beans are, whew. Oh yeah. Oh, baby. You did it again. Thank you. Thank you. That is so good. You've got to try this. You've got to try it. Stay positive. Stay strong. Go ahead and make yourself a home-cooked meal. Enjoy your evening. You know, and invest time with the people that you love. Tell them that you love them, that you care about them. Until next time, kisses. Bye, guys, and lots of love.